up, and welcome to the Manifest That Shit podcast. This is your girl, Latoya Beverly, aka your spiritual guide and business coach. This is a place where we're going to be talking about money, sex, and love, unapologetic, real, raw, uncut, and no strings attached. I'm going to be talking about how to slay, hustle, inspire, and thrive always, because that's what we do here at the Manifest That Shit podcast. So I look forward to seeing you in this upcoming episode. What up, what up? It's your girl, Latoya. Thanks for joining me here for episode 6, you guys. So I hope your 2018 year has been off to a great start. It definitely has been full of full moons, literally, no pun intended. And the energy, you guys, that's been releasing has been fucking epic. So I don't know about you, but it was definitely started off to an interesting start, but it's really kind of smoothing out finally now, right? All that energy that's been in the air is really now changing to more of inspiration and motivation and just really igniting the fire that is within. And I hope that you feel that. So, of course, if you are listening, make sure that you subscribe. And if you've already subscribed, make sure that you leave a review for me. Let me know how you like the podcast, what you want to hear. You can always email me at info@manifestyourlegacy.com if you want to hear something specific and you want the girl to break it down for you. So I just released a very funny story. So in my Where Queens Manifest group on Facebook, and to my email subscribers that are getting the goody goods every month, I just really told what the power of manifesting has done in my life. You guys, it's so epic right now. Nobody knows, like, when you're in the power of manifesting, that shit, all good stuff, hopefully, it's really, really powerful. And so what got me on this thought process was yesterday was International Women's Day, and me and my fiance Vernon were sitting down and giving homage to Maya Angelou, the beautiful artist and poet. I realized that in 2014, May 28th, 2014, when she had passed and moved on to her next life to create another beautiful journey, that it dawned on me. I started my business because of this amazing woman, a generation that will one day be completely gone. The millennials are taking over, and we're doing so in a very fast, fierce, and fabulous way, but I will definitely miss that generation of the tradition, the old school, the values, the respect. And I wanted to just say thank you for all the ladies out there who are living life fabulously, who are living life consciously, who are living life confidently and tapping into the spirit that is you. Something that I also thought about was the power that we have within us. When it comes to intuition, is our sixth sense, married with manifesting. Those are two elements, you guys, that really are just so magical. It's something that is so innate and so unreal that I think a lot of people don't realize the power that you have within yourself, whether you are a man or whether you're a woman, right? But intuition married with manifesting, that's what I want to talk about today. So people have been calling me the queen of manifesting for the last year. And I always sat down and I thought to myself, while on this life and business journey, what is it that I'm so good at? Here I am watching Beyonce, like, take on the world and have no inhibitions and just completely letting herself go and being who she is at a soul level. Living with power, purpose, and passion, you guys. And so I sat there and I said, you know what? Not to judge myself, but to give love and show honor to myself as an individual, as well as to you. I have been manifesting, you guys, since I was a little girl. I mean, when it came to wanting a dog or wanting to see butterflies or hummingbirds or even wanting to get something that it was just all about the desires, right? It's like that ice cream that you so desire, that you so want, and you got to find the 25, 50 cents, or now what, $1.75 to get that ice cream, to get that cookie that you so wanted, right? And seeing it see the universe come into play. And so, of course, as I got older, things changed as to what I was desiring. It went from being boy crazy and wanting to get my crushes, attention, without having to sacrifice myself as a woman. I think that's always been within myself, right? Or like getting to a place where you're so comfortable, right? You're 13, 14, you're blossoming, you're growing, you're developing into the woman that you're going to be one day. And it's like, okay, great. That sounds all lovely, but what is it that you really want, right? Here you are, you could have attracted the love of your life at 13 years old, right? You all have this huge crush, and then all of a sudden it's like, he's not quite what I thought he was going to be. And so it's getting very specific with the universe. It's getting really specific about our desires. So as I grew older, I was like attracting star athletes in high school. And then things started to kind of change, and I wanted to settle down, and I wanted to have love. I wanted to love so badly. And so I ended up getting engaged at 18 years old. It was a whirlwind. It was fast. It was crazy. And, it was like 2 months of meeting a stranger, and then all of a sudden it was like you're wrapped up in love. And then, and then just moving forward in this journey of just desire. I had always desired love in my life. I'd always desired the want and the need, and then you have goals that come in and that kind of take you different places, right? You're figuring things out when you're in your 20s. So then I started to use my power for good, because I realized that there were some areas in my life where I was definitely using my powers for bad. And the funny thing is that there's never good or bad that occurs or happens in your life. Everything is meant to be just as it is to be, because you are to learn from it. It's to get you to the next step of where you're supposed to be. But I want to make it very clear that we all have very strong, intuitive, and manifesting gifts. And it attracts certain things and lifestyles into our life. And so funny enough, I was watching so many Sopranos episodes and movies, and there was something inside of me that desired to be taken care of, to be the main bitch, right? And to have a family that I was loyal to, I was down. It was like totally about all, like the total Italian type of feel, like that family unit. Even though the guy was going out cheating, he wasn't even being faithful to his wife. You know what I'm saying? He was faithful to his kids, but he wasn't really around. So then I started to attract those things into my life, and then I'm watching Sex and the City as if they're like my very, very fucking best friends. And then realizing that their relationships, although were sincere, were also extremely dysfunctional and fucked up. So then I started to attract that as well in my life. And it was like, okay, we can also just do without the drama, right? So there's things that tie into what you're doing, what you're desiring, how you're living it, right? So things got real crazy for a while, and I was started to live and get stuck in this fantasy dream, because of course we would all love to live in the fantasy land, the Candyland effect, as I call it, and not live in reality. But the funny thing is that you will end up on your ass if you don't realize the fact that this world is meant to be lived the way that you desire it to be lived, as in heaven, as on earth, right? And so that's what I ended up realizing was my gifts, is being able to attract any and everything to me, and to do so with purpose, to do so with desire and a passion, and get very, very clear. So once I got clear on these gifts, oh my God, you guys, it's like, here I am, I attracted my soulmate. I didn't even know that my soulmate still existed, because you have many soulmates that occur and happen in your life. And then this person who I fell in love with, Vernon, I didn't think that he was going to probably marry me. I was like, you know what? He's going to just, we're going to just drag all this out, and it's going to be years and years until I'm engaged, until I'm married. But I made a very definitive choice. And I spoke up and I said, you know what? This is what I deserve. This is my worth. And so with that journey of love came a very definitive decision in acting as if, right? Acting as if is very important when you are trying to attract and bring in the desires of your heart. You have to act as if, or else nobody's going to take you seriously, right? Ladies, at the end of the day, if you don't act as if, that man, that job, the relationships, your kids, they're not going to take you seriously. You have to position yourself to be in your power, to put on that crown and to take yourself seriously, or else nobody's going to take you seriously, right? So as I went down this journey of realizing, okay, I can't sing. I'm not some J-Lo dancer. I am LaToya Beverly. Who am I, right? So I ask you that question. Who are you? What is it that you've been doing ever since you were a little girl that you need to learn how to tap into those skills that are within you? Is it your act that needs to come together? Is it your life that needs to come together? Are you currently right now falling apart in complete depression? Find yourself sad and wallowed up in a freaking ball and not knowing where the hell your life is going or where you need to get to. Once I realized that I was the only thing standing in my way, and I needed to stop making excuses for the things that I thought were blocking me, everything else around me, I started to get serious about the secret, finding out what it was all about, starting to get out and manifesting what was truly within me, the star. I didn't want to just reach for the stars. I wanted to become the stars. I wanted to be the universe. So I ended up attracting people like Mike Tyson. Here I am randomly, me and my girlfriend are out. We're doing the parking lot pimping. We're, going out after the club is out. Everybody's all out hanging out. And then all of a sudden we attract someone who had this bright diamond shiny watch. And he was like, hey, you guys want to come and meet Mike? And we're like, Mike, who? So then a few days pass. We see him, we connect with this guy again. And then he's like, hey, I'm going to go pick up Mike and then let's go all hang out. So then he goes and picks up Mike and he comes back and it's like, holy shit, it's fucking Mike Tyson popping his head out of this freaking Range Rover, right? We're like super stoked. So Mike was new in Scottsdale, new in town, and he was moving in, him and his family. And we just so happened to just chill, just hang out. He was so respectful, having conversation, asking me what I was doing, and I was doing respiratory therapy at the time. And we're watching the World Cup. Now, you might have done many things with many people, but have you watched the World Cup with Mike Tyson? I don't think so. So, of course, my girlfriends were like, oh my God, did you sleep with him? I'm like, no, first of all. I'm like, I got church in the morning. I'm a good girl. I got to get back. I got to do me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to do all of that. The man had just been biting off, Holyfield's ear a couple years ago. And just recently at that time had just jumped on somebody's fucking car. I'm definitely not in that mood. And he's a married man. I don't want that kind of karma. So, there were moments and times where I was just going out and I was networking and I ended up running into Russell Simmons, Brett Favre, Emmitt Smith. I was chasing Wayne Dyer down the beaches of Maui with my girlfriend, Sam. And I could not fucking believe that we were chasing Wayne Dyer down the beach while we were at the Doreen Virtue seminar and conference right before she retired. I was the first in line to meet Doreen Virtue and to be in the presence of someone who took the risk, who took the opportunity to believe in what she believed in wholeheartedly and just allowed herself to be with the universe. I remember just over a year ago, Flo Rida being right there. My girlfriend calling me up and being like, hey girl, do you want to go see Florida? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, thanks, Bridget. And I was like took a break from my job and what I was doing. And I went down to go see Florida, and it was like, wow. And how my life has extremely changed. I am so proud of my journey, you guys, and I want you to be so proud of your journey. I want you to realize all the things that are tapped in just within your own gut. I have manifested so much more than just people. You know, we're talking money galore, making it rain, baby, making it rain with grace and with ease. I've helped my clients to come out with their own fucking music albums, getting creative again, tapping into that power, believing in their story. That's what you are supposed to be doing, right? That's what you're supposed to be doing, because life has been awesome. It is awesome. It is great. And it's also challenging, but I'm here to help you with all of those things. So I recently opened up Where Queens Manifest Academy. This academy is a 12-month group academy. And if you are looking to tap into your skills, to hone in on your gifts, your God-given gifts, to go after your passion and your purpose, and to live with pure intentions, good intentions, then it's time that you guys do what you need to do and sign up for Where Queens Manifest Academy. I will leave the link below, and if you are looking to tap into the powers that are within you, then it's time that you get serious. It's time that you get real so you can have a badass life like I have. So I will talk to you guys soon, and don't forget, manifest that shit. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Manifest That Shit podcast. With me, your host, LaToya Beverly. I am your spiritual guide and business coach. If you want to hear more about my services and how you can work with me one-to-one, feel free to reach out to me at manifestyourlegacy.com or follow me on IG at Manifest Your Legacy or Facebook at Manifest Your Legacy Today. I so look forward to connecting with each and every single one of you and touching your soul and heart. And you know how I like it, honey. Real, raw, uncut, no bullshit, and no strings attached. Just all success and all love. So I look forward to seeing you on another episode.